It is dark in here, isn't it? Fabulous. That's how dark it is. Oh, where are those calming bubbles? Here we go. No, we're gonna go back to the bubbles. It's a very interesting morning. I mean, it's just another Monday morning, but still interesting. Everything's about to change again after this morning. Love you back, Kennedy. How are you? Hey, May 1994. And for the one person, which clearly is not one, but for the two people that liked and the one person, which I guess is going to be turning into two in a second, that's here. Please don't forget to hit the like on your way in. Thank you. And if you should forget on your way in, hit it on the way out. Not that I need any help in an algorithm that was named after me, but it helps you guys. And it helps other people who want to hear and see what we got going on over here. Find us faster. Hey, Malaysia, good to see you. As Miss Talia, Shannon Smith. Golden, we got some new people in here, don't we? Audrey, Christy, Grand Rising. Grand Rising to all of you. Wadeta. You know, a lot of people probably look at your screen name, Wadeta, and have no idea how to pronounce it or what it means. But see, me, who actually, took summer school courses at the University of Pootyism. Because, see, people don't understand. Your name is straight Pootyism. And when I'm talking about Pooty, I'm not talking about, Pooty Tang. Awateta and Sadate. Combing down on my penis side. I don't really get to speak Pooty with a lot of people. So it's really great to see another Pootyite. Yes, combing down on my penis side. You hear me, baby? Ooh, Sadate. Ooh, what a time, my damie. My damie. Oh, so people haven't figured it out before now. Sadate. That's all I can say. Sadate. So, yes, my damie. So, anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. We had to have that moment. Because, us Pootyites, we must stand close. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's funny. I really don't, I've never based my life around my looks or how I look. Truth is, I didn't start recognizing my looks as relevant until I realized they could do things for me. It's so funny how just off of the way something looks, it can change your whole story. It's wild because, I'm a landmark graduate. I haven't graduated the entire curriculum. I was about to begin my SELP, which is Self-Expression and Leadership Program, which they changed around. They made it a lot more easier for us to attend virtually and all of that. But then I started getting arrested all the time and thrown in the hospital all the time. And my second husband started trying to help the Shluminati kill me. So I never got to finish. But I'm sure after everything that I've done and all the possibility that I've created in a world that brought me nothing but disagreement, I think I might get some extra credit points. But see, I'm sharing this with you just to put y'all on a little game where the human mind works and why it's been so easy for these weirdos to fool the public for so long. See, stories are invented. They are. They're invented. A story is nothing but an invention of your mind, imagination, memories, fears, prejudice, bias. That's all a story is. Wait a minute. I was at the Diddy party at Lot 61 in 1999 when I saw him sniffing the cocainas and kissing Leonardo DiCaprio and Derek Jeter. I mean, I know. I'm still trying to figure out why is it so hard for people to take into their consideration that the industry, like it always did, the culture vulture machine, saw the validity of hip-hop, saw the power of hip-hop, and saw bank exchange, commerce through hip-hop. And what they did is they pretended to embrace the culture so that they could swallow it up. Have you ever been swallowed? And take all of the good properties of it and use it to push their very negative agendas. See, people keep getting it messed up. The industry is the industry. The culture is the culture. The industry is a 5-star hotel. The culture is a block party. The industry are all of those awards. The culture, we tag our heroes on the wall and make sure they never come down. Thank you for informing us, especially millennial. We've been blocked. Yes, y'all have. Y'all have. And the reason why I think the difference between the millennial generation and the Gen Z generation is so glaringly different is because, see, technology on a social, as a social construct, it was born in my generation, you know, a good old dial-up. And then, you know, it went a little more high-tech. And now we're fiber optic. You guys, you millennials, you're caught in between the beginning and where it went to and turned into a rocket. So there was a lot of things that they actually used your generation to spread those lies. Dial-up did suck. Oh my God, dial-up sucked. You remember, you couldn't tell whether or not you were online or sending a fax. Oh my God. You remember AOL. I know. AOL used to be everything. AOL was so big. And then Google came and gobbled up AOL. I mean, most of you millennials should have grown up with AOL. And that's when they started creating the smoke screens, putting out false stories. See, what people don't realize is that artificial intelligence has been being used for decades. It is not new. But as the years go by, you see, and things evolve, as they always do, they become a lot more efficient and a lot more effective. I know I hated that fax machine sound too. It got on my nerves. Oh, you guys didn't have AOL over there? Well, in America, we had AOL. And AOL, I think, was the test run to see whether or not the AI agenda would be an easy take. And it was. Because they've been spoofing things, deep faking things for many years, and the better technology gets, the easier it is to do. So, here we are now. The culture and the industry are two different things. They are not the same. The culture is what the music and the spirits are being born into. The industry takes that and perverts it and uses it to enslave, fool, trick, and lie to the public while they make money off of you the whole time. So, here we are. Drake is industry. Kendrick Lamar's culture. Rick Ross is industry. J. Cole is culture. See, the reason why they hated Nipsey so much is because they thought because Nipsey was like hot on tech, that he was really, really, really going to make it easy for the powers that be to continue to disrupt, distort, confuse, and lie to the hip-hop community. See how that works? Technology has been scary. You know, that's the problem. They put rap on everything to loop everybody together. See, it creates a story. They hated on Nip because Nip was about to change the game. And when they saw that he was trying to help the people and to revive the culture, he became enemy number one, just like Lisa Left Eye Lopez did. Why is it that everybody that tries to promote the teachings of Dr. Sebi and does it aggressively ends up unalived? Nick Cannon vowed to take up where Nipsey left off. And instead, he's just doing more wilding out. You know? Funny how that worked. They got his ass in line real quick. I don't give no fuck what Nick Cannon say. He can eat Diddy's dick until he do right by the words that he said when he said he was going to pick up the mantle for Nip and keep it going. I wish J. Cole had have done it. But that didn't happen. Yeah, Nipsey was at Diddy parties. Diddy even got him a pretty girl, Lauren London, to be his handler, so they could use their children in the future to handle up on him. But I guess they thought he was too dangerous. I don't like this rap. There's no message. They only talk about drinking, weed, sex, cars, and women. I know. But there is a message. That's where you're wrong, Victoria. There is a message. Hurt yourself. Unalive yourself. Have no respect for your mothers. Don't care about your kids. Yes? You know, I know, that's why I said we would have to. I know. I'm finishing up. Yeah, it's all demon time. Like that new song they got out. I'm going to be a problem. 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 And then you got real spitters with real soul. Like Ab-Soul. Putting songs out there called Do Better. gotta do better. I gotta do better. You know, we gotta be very careful what we allow into our heads. You're absolutely right. The rap game has become a death cult. Yes, he was. And Nick Cannon said he vowed he was going to finish it. They're sending the wrong message. You're right. They're making sure you can only hear what they want you to hear. They're making sure, shout out to the UK, they're making sure that your mind is being brainwashed and manipulated by the things that they want your subconscious to pick up. You go play your video game, get into an argument with somebody, and the next thing you know, you on the news. These are spells. Exactly, KRS-One. And it was crazy because Fat Joe was talking about how KRS-One walk around and he gets nothing but love, but when he walk around, KRS-One told him, I'm KRS-One, I'm Kenny Parker. I'm the teacher. I deal in only positivity. He said, but you're Fat Joe, the gangster. See how that works? Kenny Parker been spitting facts. He also tried to warn people about African Bambaataa very cleverly too many years ago. You shouldn't be able to stay in Snoop or T.I. They all down with the fuck shit. They are. I can't wait to have this conversation about what happened between me and Rick Ross. The fake Rick Ross, because I know the real one. I know Freeway Ricky. I know the real Rick Ross. But if anybody wants to know what actually happened on that red carpet between me and the fake Ricky, I'll be talking about it later this week on that blue couch. Our new president of Long Beach chapter was real. He touched many people. Yeah. Well, Suge ain't lying. Suge ain't lying about nothing. And shout out to Suge Knight. Congratulations on your interview with Chris Como. Boy, Suge, I swear, Suge, I'm telling you, you had him lost. Man, oh, the real Rick. You remember that song, Self-Destruction? And then on the West Coast, we're all in the same game. There were so many moments when the culture tried to take it back for the people. So many times. And guess what? They get Diddy to throw another party. They get Jay-Z to go sit around, talk to a bunch of, young kids and tell them how they can be just like him. The DNA of a story. You have facts, things that actually happen, and then you have feelings. The way you feel about what happened. And see, people, they take their feelings and they marry it to the fact, and then they create a story. Thank you, Victoria. I hope I honor God. What do you mean, what Snoop's deal with Martha? They both people that been in jail and lie. They Shluminati. But understand. See, Tupac was killed. Biggie was killed. We instantly all had feelings about it, and the media pushed us in the direction that they wanted us to go. McGloverful, is that my Megan? Oh, Megan, I got to call you. We got work to do, ma'am. Listen to me. They need to stop lying and they need to tell the truth. Shout out to Megan McGlover. We got a number one hitter. Now this woman, she is a doctor for real. And she's got the paperwork to prove it. Not that she needed it. She does nothing but speak from her heart. Oh, you was talking to Odell. Oh, girl, it's about to get crazy. We got to get on guard. Now, and y'all make sure y'all shout out to Mick Glover full in the chat. I tell you, y'all need to get that book, Stop Lying. But you need to put some coins aside. I know the groceries is high. I know the bills are due. And I know the children don't stop changing shape and size. But I'm telling you this. Put them coins aside and be ready to tell the truth. Okay, there's 2 books you're going to need to get this year. Stop lying and tell the truth. Oh, well, good. I'm glad that, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. You ain't ever got to use it, but I'm going to give it to you because, you know, you like busting people in the head with the truth just like me. I'm going to have to throw a wrench on it, girl. So when you come through, nobody is confused, you see. My friend Megan McGlover, you hear me? Wait a minute. Here we go. We're going to pin it. Stop lying. You better get these books. The author is Megan McGlover, spelled like Megan, but it's Megan. I got a Megan and I got a Megan. The note that Whitney gave Brandy, she told him they was trying to kill her. And Brandy gave the note to Clive, allegedly. I mean, I did hear that from another veteran voice. I ain't gonna say a name. I think everybody can figure it out. She been through enough shit. She had to worry about Diddy trying to off her own son. But she made it through the fire. Through the limit and to the wall. I love you, Shaka. I love you greatly. Hey, Tony. You know, all of these people are compromised. Hey, Ayasha. These people are compromised. But I want to show you how they get you. See, it's the story. See, a story was told that this one was messing with that one's woman and that one was stealing with this one's business and this one and that one. And the next thing you know, people come up missing. People come up unalived. No Brandy nor Ray J. The Norwoods, neither nor of them are innocent. Not at all. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Is my nephew in the building? Hey, nephew. This is what I'm talking about. You hear something. Shout out to Lady Bridget in the house. You hear something, right? And then you create your feelings about it. And then you tie it all up into a little bow and then you make it true. Let me give you a real story. Give you a little example. When I was a girl, there was an incident that happened in my home in Lawnside. in Lawnside, New Jersey. 230 Haney Avenue. I haven't said that address in years. My sister got into a lot of trouble. She did a lot of stealing, a lot of lying, a lot of sneaking out. Ran up a lot of phone bills too. But there was an incident where my father went to approach her to reprimand her about some of her nasty ways. Just ordered Mick Gloverful's book, pre-ordered, total cost with shipping, $34. Thank you, Beth Cody. Thank you for that information. Stop lying and tell the truth. Oh, yes. So, anyway, there was a commotion at the top of the stairs. I might as well say living. I was living in the living room back then. I was always down there playing with my toys, hanging out, looking out the windows, seeing what's happening, you know. And I heard the commotion, and when I finally looked up, I saw my dad standing there at the top of the stairs and my sister falling down the stairs. And she fell right in front of me, and she looked terrified. And my dad yelled, and he stormed out the house, and he left. And I helped my sister pick herself up off the floor, and she was living downstairs. No, I don't think I know Khadijah Lynn. I don't know. I don't recognize that name off top. But I helped my sister up. And I was about 5 years old. She's 9 years older than me. Or was I 6? She's about 15, 16 at the time. You better believe it, Kyle. And so we got Shelly down to the room. And I said, what happened? What happened? Why did Daddy... What did Daddy do? What happened? What happened? And she said, don't you worry about feeling sorry for me, because when you get my age, he's going to do the same thing to you. And that was the story that she gave me. She didn't give me any details. She didn't tell me why her and my dad got into it. And for many years, I believed that my father pushed my sister down those stairs. And she let me believe that. And my mother didn't try to change that story either. See, my mother didn't try to change the story because she didn't want to have to accept responsibility for the fact that the reason why my father had to reprimand my sister was because she had been stealing again. And my mom knew Shelly was stealing. So she would go and take and put the money back before my dad got home, so my dad wouldn't know that my sister had been stealing. So she wouldn't get in trouble with my dad. That's why my mom never cleared it up, which she admitted to me 20 some odd years later when I finally started doing my own little emotional investigation on this story about my dad throwing my sister down the stairs. As it turned out, my dad was trying to take the evidence of what my sister had stolen out of her pocket. And guess what? She was so busy trying to get away from him, she tripped over her own feet and fell down the stairs. My dad was angry at the whole situation. He left. And that's how my dad was. When something was over, it was over. We move on. We don't need to go back. We don't need to talk about it. It's over. That's what it was. Which is how old school black folk used to do things. Yeah, Shelly was always stealing from everyone in the house. And my mom, I'm just going to be honest, my mother should never have been able to raise children. No one in my mother's family should have been allowed to have children or raise children without having serious psychiatric help and therapy. My mother and her siblings grew up in hell. They were used to abuse on all levels. They were used to it. Well, I mean, it was only about 6 stairs. It wasn't that steep. We lived in a bi-level. It was 6 stairs to go upstairs, 6 stairs to go downstairs. It's not like it was that bad. It was, she tripped over her own feet and she fell down a few stairs. See, it really wasn't that bad. But I was a little kid. All I saw was my dad, who had a reputation for being explosive, my sister, who had a reputation for being duplicitous, and no one to explain why my sister fell down those stairs. It was left for the little girl to try to sort all that out in her mind to understand. Is my dad dangerous? Is my dad going to do this to me when I get older? That's what my sister said. My mother didn't try to dissuade me of anything different. She didn't say anything at all. She was busy just trying to duck down because she was mad that she got busted being a bad mom again. Thank you, Wadita. Oh, I know. My mother... My mother grew up in a bad home. It's just that simple. She grew up in a home where the man that was the head of that household was allowed to get drunk off rock and rye and walk from room to room and sodomize or assault any person in the house, and he did the boys and the girls. Daddy Mac Homer McClendon Sr. is the devil. And he also took my grandmother's life in front of the whole family. Like, there's no way any of these niggas was gonna be sane. And people let them have kids and let them get state jobs. Like, it's just wild, G. So many from that generation went unprotected. I know. And it was normal. And the normal protocol was cover it up and lie about it. Cover it up and lie about it. That's how my mother knew how to raise children. That's the only context that my mom had. Cover it up and lie about it. Cover it up and lie about it. And that's why that book, Stop Lying. Because all you're doing is ruining your family, and all you're doing is poisoning your community. Generational curses and trauma are very real. But like I was saying, let me get back to this story. When I finally talked to my father about why I had started to pull away from him, and I told him it was because of when he threw Shelly down the stairs that day. He said, "What you talking about, child? I ain't throw nobody down the stairs." He said, "I found the money that she had stolen in the pocket. I was trying to get the money out the pocket to show her that she's sitting there looking like a fool lying in my face." And she got all upset and tripped over her own feet and threw herself down the stairs trying to get away. Then I go back and ask my mom, "Mom, why didn't you tell me that?" "Oh, I forgot. I forgot." That was my mom's answer. "I forgot." And then when I asked my sister, did Daddy really throw her down those stairs, she said, "He might as well have pushed me. I fell. It was his fault. I fell. Those were the stories that I got as a grown woman when I went back. But you know what that did? The harm that did between me and my father's relationship? But they didn't want me to have a relationship with my dad, my mother, or my sister. My sister wanted my dad to leave so she could go back to guilt tripping my mom for allowing her to be molested for all of those years by our uncle that everybody knew was Chester the molester. You see that? See, that's what that story did to my family. It made me not trust my dad. Or made me feel like maybe I couldn't trust my dad. And there is nothing worse than bitches that do whatever they gotta do to separate a daughter from her father's love and protection. You understand? So we gotta be careful about the emotions that we attach to the facts of what happened. You can have your feelings, but know that your feelings don't make something true. Yo, why I feel like we had the same family minus the... Well, understand this, sweetheart. We do all have the same family. We do all have the same problems, whether it's sexual trauma or just psychological trauma. Because psychological trauma is a whole lot worse. And it lasts so much longer. And that's why y'all need to get McGloverful's book. Y'all need to. Because she talks about all of these things. But I want y'all to think about this. Hip-hop. As a story. See, we got hip-hop. And then the story the story was created by the industry. And we all bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Hip-hop is what's real. Rap is what they invented. And they've been sucking the culture dry to keep the victim-making machine going. Exactly. That's why psychological harm is the worst. Because there's no scars, well, not visible. And you're not believed. What did you say here, Victoria? We are all dealing with the same thing, just in different states. Yes, and when you say states, not just... Well, hello, J Central. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the new channel, the Jaguar Wright Effect. And not just states, like geologically, states of being, states of consciousness, states of spirituality. You damn right. All of the states. Oh, look, you better look. I'm gonna have to roll up after this too. But we're going to talk more about it. Y'all make sure y'all are tapped in the Jaguar Wright Uncensored this week because the blogs are going to be blogging. Y'all make sure y'all get over there to JaguarWright.com and you'll be able to have access to everything we got going on. Oh, and we got cruelty-free t-shirts, sweatshirts. And Real Life is in the middle of doing a cruelty-free artistry t-shirt campaign over there on Real Life. It really don't matter where you get it, but know when you buy that and you wear it and you put it out there, we're sending a message to the world. We want cruelty-free artistry, period. Period. Yeah, they need to take Puff and puff his ass and pass his ass right on to the federal penitentiary. My God. I'm telling you, every time you put that shirt on, it says no more Diddy's, no more Jay-Z's, no more Beyonce's, no more Mary J. Minaj, No more Diddy 2.0, which is now known as Neo. No more ushers taking people's kids and dropping them off so he can get a break from being on his back, being rubbed down with all that baby oil. I'm telling you. Will do soon as this is done. Love you, Megan. And yo, let me get sevens in the chat. We don't need no J-Ho. Jenny from the block, Jenny with the Glock, needs to be Jenny on a cell block. If for nothing more than the Tanya Rubin. Will do. And y'all make sure it's pinned in the chat. Stop Lying, the book. StopLyingBook.com. Get into it. Get into it. I'm telling you. But let us start looking at the DNA of the stories we repeat. What are the facts? And what feelings were attached to those facts to sway that story in the direction you wanted it to go? Everybody ran from the Jenny from the block except for Diddy. Diddy said she was perfect. Diddy said she the best thing since sliced bread with peanut butter and jelly on it. That's what Diddy say. Diddy say J-Lo is the perfect girlfriend. And like I said before, if the devil thinks you're perfect, then I'll be damned. You know? It's wild. But I gotta go. Like I said, after the day, nothing's gonna be the same. Something very important is about to happen. I can't tell anyone what it is. That's how important it is. But in about 48 hours, everyone's gonna know. It's about to get real. Real. I'm gonna have a great day. And I just want to say to everyone that's here as we rebuild another channel, this channel is for you guys. It's for you guys that are here as a conduit to the real shit that we got, that we cooking up. You know, they like terminating my channels. They like silencing me. They like suppressing me. They do. All that stops today. We about to take it to the top. But hip hop, the culture. Brand is industry. Culture is legacy. We got to know the difference. Hey, Sophie! Watch me work. What's going on? All my girls from down under. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm late. But I just wanted to tap in, say Grand Rising, and let y'all know shit's about to get real this week. Stay tuned. Oh, and thank you for the 50 likes. And keep on liking. We like it when you do.